Crashing into this world of horror, a beautiful woman and three adventurers dare to challenge the unknown. In a land where life and love is ruled by the Lord of Nightmares, the Cyclops.
Susan, it's me, Russ. What happened? How did you get here?
Minute, it came toward me.
What came toward you?
The eye!
Yet their fate rests in the death-defying courage of a beautiful girl.
My name is Susan. Susan Withers.
He's looking at her.
Can you hear me?
Here is nature gone mad, revealing an unbelievable world of terror, a world mastered by a monstrous mutation, the spawn of nuclear fury. Here is a weird, suspense-filled journey that hurtles you into the most frightening adventure the screen has ever shown.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to 31 Days of Monsters, Day 4. We're talking about the Cyclops from 1957. If you haven't watched the movie, you've seen all the best parts now. The reason I chose this movie is because it's got a cool monster. And I'm a big fan of a couple of the Burt I. Gordon earlier films. Stuff like The Amazing Colossal Man and War of the Colossal Beast. If you've ever seen The Amazing Colossal Man and you've seen Hulk #1, you can see where Kirby got a lot of the imagery from. So there's that comic book connection there, which is kind of cool. This one is it could have been good. It really could have, but the problem was characterizations for me. You can't get too much into the special effects. It's 1957, low budget film. But the makeup is pretty cool. That's why I chose it. I thought the Cyclops looked neat. He looked very much like the Colossal Beast. And that's because the same guy did the makeup. And he did it shortly or almost concurrently with the other film. But the problem with the characterizations is that the girl really, okay, so it's been 3 years now, and maybe she has hope for this guy, but all the evidence is pointing to you're wasting your time, lady. We've got a pilot who doesn't know which side he's on. James Craig, he's probably the most fleshed out guy, the scientist guy, the love interest, so to speak. But then you get Lon Chaney Jr., who doesn't know what the hell he is. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he a coward? When we first meet him, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like, hey, everybody's, hanging out together type of thing. We're all part of this together. He knocks out the Mexican guard for them and gets on the plane, but then he freaks out in the plane and he punches the pilot while he's flying the plane, knocks him completely out. Then he grabs the controls and he's fighting with James Craig. The pilot wakes up, he finally lands the plane, and they get out, and not one word is mentioned about him socking him. The pilot doesn't say anything like, I owe you one, pal. Bam! Whatever. It's like it never happened, So it's that kind of inconsistency that bothered me in this movie. I don't know what I'm expecting. It's a low budget B movie, but and the pacing's a little slow, but I like to put some of these older movies in to get everybody to watch them, because sometimes they got a good cast, sometimes they got a good monster, even if the film isn't all that great. I don't know if you've ever seen James Craig before. He was sort of a B movie guy. I think he got to start at MGM because he kind of looked like and had that deep voice and ruggedness of their top star, Clark Gable. And you can see that in this picture. But if you ever want to see a good B movie with James Craig in it, you got to check out 7 Miles to Alcatraz. I recommended this movie to Chuck Dixon, who had never seen it, and he loved it when he finally saw it. Again, it's a B movie, but it's about these prisoners from Alcatraz that escape, and they get out to this little lighthouse island that's in the San Francisco harbor, and they're going to take it over and eventually try and steal a boat and get out and finish their escape. Turns out that some of the people on this lighthouse are Nazi spies, and they're there to get to open up the harbor, to give them false lighthouse instructions, that type of thing, to allow their submarines to come in and sink the fleet that's sitting in there. And so these convicts have to decide, well, are we convicts or convicts are bad? Yeah, but we're not Nazis. So, they turn a leaf over and they fight for the right, for the US of A, rah, rah, rah. And they fight the Nazis. So it is a fun movie, and James Craig is good in it. I think Anita Granville's also in that one. But we're getting away from our monsters. There's not much more I can say about this movie, other than watch it for the makeup effect. It's kind of cool, but you got to wait a long time for the Cyclops to show up. So there's that too. So let's say good morning to everybody. Let's see who's here. We have Chris Juliano. Dr. Mass says it's 66 minutes. It's hard to complain. After this, I watched The Daughter of Dr. Jekyll, also from 1957, also starring Gloria Talbot. I would say it was slightly better than Cyclops. Okay. Gloria Talbot's actually in a good sci-fi B movie, I Married a Monster from Outer Space. It's kind of a torrid title, but it's actually a pretty good movie. JP Rocco asks what's good. And Dr. Mass reminds everybody that there is still time to get Escape from Monster Island, but you need to hurry. You can't get it on Kickstarter, Dr. Mask. It has to be on the only campaign that's open is the Indiegogo. And up here is the QR code, guys, if you want to go hit that and grab those books, because they'll be shipping soon. The proofs, I have to actually look at them. They're at the computer today. I have to look at them today because they sent them to me last night. So they'll be printed soon, and they'll be in everybody's hands soon. So as soon as they ship them to me, the Indiegogo comes down, and that's your last shot. You blew it. So go get it. Oh, I said that already. All right. Fearless Freep is here. Hello, good to see you again. He finally made a live version. Very cool. Good to see you. JP Roca says, this was a fun one. Lots of roaring. Yes, lots of roaring. It would have been better, too, if the Cyclops had emoted a little bit more, like the humanity that was in him, kind of came out when he saw Gloria Talbot, John Platt is here. Is it me, or is Gloria Talbot just not attractive? She's okay. She's a solid 6, maybe. Jasper Plan 9 is here. Hello, Jasper. Jasper didn't do his homework. He didn't watch it, but he is here live. Well, that's good. That's what counts, Jasper. You saw all you needed to see in the trailer, so you lucked out. Oh, hello there, John Platt, and thank you for that $5 English pound, it looks like. Listening to you from communist-controlled UK with all the insanity going on here now, it's good to get away from it all and listen to a favorite artist. Well, thank you so much, John. Prayers go out to England every day. I swear to you, you guys are in it up to your necks. And I'm praying, that you guys can turn that mess around. I like that. I like your pint there. That looks delicious. Someday, if I'm in England, I hope to share one with you. Jasper says, I enjoyed Graham's Event Horizon review. I love that film. I rewatched my 4K. I think it has the edited scenes. It does not. I can tell you that because the director said they haven't been able to find it. So what you saw was the actual gore that made it into the theaters. But imagine how much more and how bad it must have been for them to cut it. Marcus says, solid 6 on New Jersey 10. That's funny. Tomorrow's movie, The Thing, is on Peacock. Yeah, tomorrow is John Carpenter's classic 1982 film, The Thing. And we have another monster kid joining me, Sean Thenjetti, who's going to be with me tomorrow. We're going to do that one at 2 o'clock tomorrow, guys, so you can set your timer. I've got that one already planned out. So The Thing will be at 2 o'clock with Sean. Oh, okay. That's what I said. Yeah. All right. I think we've got everybody covered in here. We should have a lot to say about The Thing tomorrow. So that'll be a good show. Today I was working on and just about finished. It's up on my computer right now. Let me just take a look here. Oh yeah. I wish I could show it to you. It's the Chinook 77 cover. For my next campaign, which will be launching this month. The sign-up sheet is going to go up this week, and then it'll launch shortly thereafter. The sign-up sheet won't be up for too long. But where do you see this cover? It's badass. It's got a lot of atmosphere. What I go for in these things is, like with the Chinook, I want you to feel cold when you're watching it or reading it. And you're going to feel cold and windblown when you see this cover. It's super cool. So that'll get revealed probably next week sometime when I get the sign-up page ready to go. So that's it, my friends. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will see you here tomorrow at 2 o'clock for The Thing. Have a good one. Bye.